Hi, welcome to Wow DIY. In today's activity, we will be making and testing our own pH indicator solution made out of red cabbage. If you've ever had an upset tummy and taken an antacid to calm it down, then you've experimented with pH. The term pH means potential for hydrogen. It is a measure of the acidity of a solution. It's gauged on a scale between 1 and 14, with low values indicating acids and higher values indicating bases. We'll talk more about this later. Indicators can help us determine something's pH. In the next few minutes, I will show you how to extract your own indicator and then test it on a variety of household liquids in order to evaluate their pH. This experiment calls for adult supervision, as it will require you to chop up cabbage and boil water. Also ask an adult for assistance when selecting your test liquids. Let's start by gathering some supplies. You will need 2 cups of chopped red cabbage, some boiling water, a coffee filter and funnel or a strainer, a mason jar and lid, an empty peanut butter or jelly jar can also work, as well as small clear plastic portion cups. I'm going to use these disposable medicine cups. Finally, you will need some test liquids, for example, fruit juice, vinegar, baking soda, dish soap, milk, and water. With adult approval, you may also test things like rubbing alcohol and bleach. Be very careful and do not drink any of your test liquids. We are now ready to get started. Our first step is to grate or chop up about 2 cups of red cabbage. You can also use a cheese grater for this step. Then pour just enough boiling water on top so that the cabbage is submerged. You do not want to cut or burn yourself, so you may want to have an adult do these steps. Let the cabbage soak for at least 10 minutes. Once the mixture cools down, pour it through a strainer or a coffee filter to separate the cabbage from the liquid. Your indicator from red cabbage will probably look blue or purple. The liquid is now your very own pH indicator, stored in a jar with a lid that you can seal tightly. Now it's time to experiment. As I said earlier, indicators can be used to determine something's pH. Red cabbage contains a pigment called flavin that is a natural pH indicator. When it comes into contact with an acid, it is reddish and turns green when in the presence of a base. A pH of 7 is neutral. Acids and bases can come together and cancel each other out to become neutral. To test the indicator, fill portion cups halfway with small amounts of the substances you wish to check. For your dish soap, make sure you mix it with water. In fact, if you're testing the powdered form of anything, make it into a solution with some water. Now add some of your homemade indicator. Experiment with the amount needed to change the color. Stronger solutions will need less indicator. Thicker solutions like milk may also need a little bit more. Use this chart to estimate the pH. Is it an acid or a base? Test different substances to see if you can make a rainbow. To take this activity further, you can soak strips of paper in the indicator and then let them dry. Then dip them in different liquids to see what color they change. First, I'm going to try and test the vinegar. Now let's try the bleach. I have vinegar on one side and bleach on the other. For more fun, just soak a large piece of paper in the indicator, and once it dries, you can paint on it with different acids and bases. Just don't forget to clean up when you're done. To learn more about pH, search terms like acidity, basicity, buffers, and neutralization reactions. If you're looking for more fun DIY activities, just visit us at wpafbstem.com. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.